Beloved, today I have come to declare a prophetic word over your life. God is about to bless you in secret places. There are blessings you have not seen, breakthroughs you have not imagined, doors you did not even know existed, and the Lord is preparing to release them quietly, silently, supernaturally in the hidden corners of your journey. Many of you have cried tears nobody saw. Many of you have fought battles nobody understood. Many of you have carried burdens nobody recognized. But the God who sees in secret, the God who hears in secret, the God who remembers in secret, He is getting ready to reward you openly. For too long, you have been walking through seasons where it felt like heaven was silent. You prayed, but no answer. You sowed, but no harvest. You believed, but saw no change. But hear me today. Silence is not absence. Delay is not denial. Hiddenness is not rejection. Sometimes God hides His greatest works in the quiet room of preparation. Sometimes God develops your miracle underground before He reveals it on the mountain. Sometimes God hides you before He blesses you. Some of your greatest promotions are coming from places where your name has never been spoken. Some of your biggest breakthroughs are forming in rooms you have never entered. God is moving behind the curtain, shifting things, aligning hearts, softening opponents, preparing opportunities, yet you see none of it. And that is why this season is called the secret place. You are being shaped in the unseen, so you can be honored in the seen. When God works in secret, it means the enemy cannot sabotage it. It means jealousy cannot block it. It means human opinion cannot stop it. It means attacks cannot destroy it. The secret place is the safest place for your promise to mature. Think of a seed. It does its greatest work underground, unseen, unheard, unnoticed. But the moment it breaks the soil, fruit begins to appear. Many of you are still under the soil, but God is whispering, get ready, your time of breaking forth is coming. Some of you have been asking, Lord, why has this taken so long? But what you call delay, God calls development. What you call waiting, God calls strengthening. What you call silence, God calls strategy. The blessing being prepared for you needed time. The right people needed time. The right environment needed time. The right season needed time. And now that the time is ripe, the blessing will emerge suddenly, without warning, without struggle, without stress. One moment you will be praying, and the next moment you will be holding the answer. I want to tell you today, God is about to bless your hidden battles. God is about to reward your private sacrifices. God is about to honor your quiet obedience. Every prayer you prayed alone, every tear you cried in silence, every moment you worshiped with no audience, heaven recorded it. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was forgotten. Nothing was ignored. God will bless you in ways so personal, so specific, so detailed, that you will say, this was only God. No human could have done this. The secret place blessings are the deepest blessings. They heal the wounds you never talked about. They restore the hope you never admitted you lost. They lift the burdens you never shared with anyone. And they come at the exact moment you need them the most. Get ready. Blessings are coming from unknown directions. Favor is coming from unexpected people. Provision is coming from unseen sources. Breakthrough is coming from invisible arrangements. God is about to surprise you beautifully. Your season of hiddenness is turning into a season of revelation. Your quiet valley is turning into a public testimony. Your silent struggle is turning into a loud victory. God is about to bless you in secret places so that when the world sees what He has done, they will know it was not your connections, not your strength, not your intelligence, but the hand of the living God. Prepare your heart. Raise your faith. Stretch your expectation. The secret place is active. Heaven is working. And very soon the blessing that was concealed will be revealed. Amen. When God begins to prepare a blessing for your life, He rarely starts in the spotlight. Heaven often works in shadows, in silence, in the backstage of your journey where no one is watching and where no applause is heard. The greatest blessings you will ever receive do not begin on the mountain where everyone can see them. They begin in the hidden places of your life, the quiet corners of your heart, the secret chambers of your faith. God develops what is powerful in the soil of the unseen. Just like a seed is pushed deep into the dark ground before it ever sees the sun, God buries you for a season so that your roots can grow strong enough to support the destiny He is planting inside you. Many times people misunderstand the hidden season. They think that because no one notices, nothing is happening. They think that because they see no results, God is not working. They assume that silence means inactivity. But in the kingdom of God, silence is His workshop. The silence of God is not the stillness of emptiness, but the stillness of construction. In the quiet, God is designing, aligning, and preparing what is coming next. He is adding strength to your spirit, clarity to your mind, and courage to your heart. What looks like delay is actually development. What feels like waiting is actually infusion. What seems like a pause is the moment God is planting deeper truths, deeper faith, and deeper resilience, so you can carry the blessing that is on its way. If God were to expose everything too early, it would either overwhelm you or be stolen by the enemy. A fresh plant, when exposed too soon, can be destroyed by the wind. A newborn promise, when revealed prematurely, can be weakened by pressure, jealousy, or spiritual attack. So God, in His divine wisdom, hides you. He hides your ideas, He hides your potential, He hides your elevation until the right season. When the time is right, God will bring you into the open. But until then, He must protect the blessing while it grows, and growth, true, lasting, spiritual growth, always happens underground. Look at your own life. There were moments you prayed desperately but saw no movement. You fasted but nothing shifted. You believed with all your heart, but the heavens remained locked, and you wondered, is God hearing me? Is anything happening? The truth is, everything was happening. God was building patience in you so you would not crumble under pressure later. God was shaping humility in you so success would not destroy you. God was refining your motives so that when the blessing arrived, you would use it for His glory and not your own. Hidden seasons refine your character, remove your pride, and strengthen your spiritual muscles. There are blessings that require time, blessings too heavy to carry with immature hands. So God delays, not to punish you, but to prepare you. He delays because your destiny is too precious to rush. He delays because rushing would make the blessing shallow. He delays because the foundation must be strong enough to hold what He is about to build. When a skyscraper is constructed, The first thing engineers do is dig downward, not upward. They dig deep into the ground, building a structure that no one sees, so that what rises can endure storms. God works the same way. Before He elevates you, He excavates you. Before He puts you on display, He strengthens your foundation in secret. Some of the most powerful people in Scripture went through hidden seasons. Moses spent decades in the wilderness before becoming a leader. David was anointed king while still in secret places, shepherding sheep. Joseph carried dreams while living in prisons and pits. Even Jesus spent 30 years in obscurity before entering public ministry. God does not waste the hidden season. He uses it to design the vessel that will carry His glory. This is why you must not panic when you don't see results right away. Seeds don't sprout the moment they're planted. They undergo a silent transformation beneath the soil. You may feel buried, but you are planted. You may feel forgotten, but God is forming you. You may feel hidden, but hiddenness is the birthplace of greatness. The soil may be dark, but darkness is where God produces destiny. Nothing about your current silence is wasted. God is developing you, shaping you, strengthening you, and preparing you for what you cannot yet see. And when the season shifts, and it will, your blessing will emerge suddenly and beautifully. People will say, "Where did this come from? How did this happen?" They will see the fruit, but they will never understand the roots. They will see the blessing, but they will not understand the breaking that shaped you. They will see the elevation, but not the nights you cried. They will see the breakthrough, but not the seasons you endured quietly. What God develops in secret often shocks people when it shows up in public. Trust your hidden season. Trust the dark soil. Trust the silence. Trust the God who works quietly but powerfully. Your greatest blessings are not being ignored. They are being developed. They are forming in the secret places, maturing in the unseen, and preparing to rise into your life at the perfect time. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared. And when God is done developing what He started in secret, the blessing will be unstoppable, undeniable, and unshakable. This is why you must hold on with faith. This is why you must keep praying, even when you see nothing. This is why you must keep believing, even when everything looks still. The silence is temporary, but the blessing will be permanent. God is working now quietly, tenderly, strategically, and soon what He has been developing in secret will appear like a sunrise breaking through the horizon. Your greatest blessings, the ones shaped in the unseen, will soon be revealed in ways that will leave you in awe of God's goodness. Your private prayers, tears, and sacrifices often feel like the most hidden parts of your life. These are the moments no one applauds, no one celebrates, no one even notices. You kneel in the quiet corners of your room, lifting up burdens too heavy to share. You whisper prayers in the darkness when fear tries to suffocate your hope. You wipe your tears before anyone sees them. You choose obedience in moments when it would have been easier to compromise. Yet none of these things happen in vain. Heaven watches everything done in secret, and the God who sees your quiet battles has promised to reward you openly. Nothing you have done for God in silence has been wasted, ignored, or forgotten. Every tear was counted, every moment of surrender recorded, every hidden sacrifice treasured in the heart of God. Sometimes you look around and wonder why others seem to receive their answers publicly, while your prayers feel locked behind closed doors. You see people celebrating breakthroughs, promotions, favors, and victories, and you ask quietly, Lord, when will it be my turn? What you do not realize is that your turn is coming, and when it arrives, it will be in proportion to the depth of what you have sown in secret. God does not operate on human timelines, and He never measures your tears or prayers casually. What you offer privately becomes the foundation for what He will unveil publicly. God never rewards in shallow measure. He rewards in ways that reflect the weight of your secret faithfulness. Your private prayers tell heaven who you really are. They reveal your dependence, your trust, your heart's longing for God. When you pray in silence, with no one to motivate you or applaud you, that is the purest expression of faith. That is the faith heaven responds to. God has always been attracted to quiet, persistent faith. The kind that keeps knocking when the door appears unmoved, the kind that keeps believing when the answer seems delayed, the kind that keeps worshiping even when the valley is dark. This kind of faith releases supernatural reward because it is not rooted in performance but in relationship. Your quiet tears also have power. Tears are not a sign of weakness, but a language the Spirit understands deeply. Some tears are birthed from pain, others from surrender, others from longing. Many of these tears never touch the ground spiritually. They are caught by the God who comforts the brokenhearted. Scripture says, He stores your tears in a bottle, meaning that nothing you cry in private is lost. Tears are seeds. They water the soil of your destiny. They break the hardness of your heart so God can plant something new. When you cry before God, you are not breaking down, you are breaking open. You are creating space for healing, transformation, and supernatural intervention. And when the time is right, God will turn your private tears into public joy. Then there are your secret sacrifices. The decisions you've made quietly to stay faithful. The money you gave when you barely had enough. The forgiveness you extended when you had every reason to be bitter. The integrity you maintained when no one would have known if you slipped. These sacrifices are seen by God even when they are invisible to everyone else. People may overlook you, misunderstand you, or underestimate what you carry, but God never miscalculates faithfulness. When you choose obedience in private, it becomes the material God uses to build your public breakthrough. You may feel unseen, but you are not unnoticed. You may feel hidden, but you are not forgotten. God moves toward those who stay faithful in secret because those are the ones He can trust in the open. If you can honor God in the unseen places, He knows you will honor Him when the blessing finally manifests. Secret faith produces public promotion. Private obedience produces visible elevation. Invisible trust produces undeniable testimony. What God is preparing for you will not match the quietness of your sowing. It will exceed it. You don't plant a small seed and harvest a small tree. You plant in tears and you harvest in joy. You pray in silence and you receive in overflowing abundance. You sow in the dark and you reap in the light. God's reward always comes multiplied because He responds not just to the action, but to the heart behind it. In the seasons where no one sees your effort, God sees your heart. In the days where you feel emotionally exhausted, God is strengthening you spiritually. In the battles where you fight alone, God is surrounding you invisibly. And in the moments where you think you have given your all, God is preparing to give you more than you asked for. You may not realize it, but every private act of faith has been building momentum. Breakthroughs do not always arrive suddenly. They gather quietly over time, accumulating through each prayer, each tear, each sacrifice. One day heaven says, now, and everything you sowed in secret bursts forth. Suddenly the doors open. Suddenly the phone call comes. Suddenly the opportunity appears. Suddenly the healing manifests. Suddenly the burden lifts. People will look at you and think it happened overnight, but you will know it was years of hidden faithfulness that unlocked the moment. Your public blessing will be so profound that even those who doubted you will have to acknowledge that the hand of God is upon your life. God will honor your hidden faith in such a way that no one, not even your critics, will be able to deny His power. He will make your testimony visible, your joy uncontainable, and your breakthrough undeniable. So keep praying even when it feels quiet. Keep believing even when it feels slow. Keep sowing even when results are invisible. Keep worshiping even when your soul is trembling. Heaven is watching. Heaven is recording. Heaven is responding. Heaven is preparing something that matches the weight of your secret devotion. You are closer to your public reward than you think. God is about to take what you did in private and reveal the blessing in a way that will glorify His name and lift your life higher than ever before. Your private prayers, tears, and sacrifices have created a spiritual momentum that nothing can stop. And soon, the God who saw you in secret will reward you openly in ways that will leave you speechless. The secret place is not only a place of prayer, it is a place of protection. When God begins to prepare a breakthrough for your life, He often hides it where no enemy can touch it, no jealousy can interfere with it, and no spiritual attack can sabotage it. The enemy can only fight what he can see, but when God covers your blessing in the secret place, it becomes untouchable. Sometimes you wonder why things are taking so long, why doors haven't opened yet, or why opportunities seem delayed, but what you don't understand is that God is shielding the very thing you're praying for. He is keeping it out of sight so it can grow without interference. Hiddenness is not punishment, it is divine protection. Heaven keeps certain things invisible until they are strong enough to stand in the light. When God hides your blessing, He is shielding it from premature exposure. A premature blessing can be destroyed by pressure, criticism, and spiritual warfare. Imagine a baby born before it is fully formed. The outside world would overwhelm it. In the same way, some blessings must stay in the womb of God's timing. If they came too early, they would collapse under the weight of responsibility. God knows exactly when your miracle should be revealed, and until then, He hides it in a place where no one can distort it. This hiddenness may frustrate you for a moment, but one day you will thank God for every delay that protected you. You may not see the danger, but God does. There are people around you who smile at you, but are threatened by your potential. There are those who act supportive, but secretly hope you don't rise. Jealousy is real. Competition is real. Spiritual warfare is real. Not everyone can handle the next level God is preparing for you. If God were to reveal everything now, some people would try to undermine it, block it, or speak against it. So God keeps your elevation quiet until the moment that no one can interfere. When God lifts you in the open, it will be too late for anyone to stop it. Even in the spiritual realm, the enemy watches for signs of movement. The devil studies patterns. He observes changes. But when God works in the secret place, there is no pattern to track, no sign to detect, no evidence to follow. The enemy becomes confused because he cannot trace what God conceals. This is why you must trust the hidden season. You might feel like nothing is happening, but behind the scenes, God is building a breakthrough that hell cannot destroy. Think about a seed buried in the soil. When the seed is underground, it is safest. No animal can eat it, no wind can blow it away, no storm can uproot it. The soil itself becomes a shield. The seed may look forgotten, but it is actually being protected. And the deeper it is buried, the stronger the roots will grow. Many of you are deeply buried right now, but the darkness surrounding you is not meant to crush you. It is meant to cover you. God is forming deep roots of character, wisdom, strength, and discernment. The secret place is where God prepares you to survive the storms that will come once your blessing becomes visible. When God hides your breakthrough, He is also hiding you. He is working on your heart, shaping your humility, softening your spirit, cleansing your motives. God will not give you something you are not ready to maintain. Some people want the platform but not the process. They want the spotlight but not the private shaping. God does not elevate people based on desire. He elevates them based on depth. And depth is always developed in the secret place. You may be praying for promotion, but God is protecting you from premature elevation. You may want a relationship, but God is protecting you from the wrong people. You may want financial increase, but God is protecting you from mismanagement. You may want visibility, but God is protecting you from pride. God is not denying your request. He is securing your future. The secret place protects you from yourself as much as from others. One of the greatest gifts God gives a believer is anonymity in the early stages of breakthrough. There are blessings that thrive in quiet beginnings. When nobody knows what God is doing in your life, you are free to grow without pressure, without comparison, without interference. You are free to make mistakes, learn lessons, build discipline, and strengthen faith without the noise of opinions. God uses the secret place as a spiritual greenhouse where your destiny can flourish safely until it is fully developed. What the enemy cannot see, he cannot attack. What jealous people do not know, they cannot sabotage. What doubters cannot detect, they cannot criticize. What competitors cannot observe, they cannot mimic or block. What God protects in private becomes unstoppable when revealed in public. By the time God brings something out of the secret place, it is already spiritually fortified. The roots are deep, the foundation is strong, the blessing is mature. And the moment it appears, it's already too late for anyone to interfere. When the season shifts, the blessing that was hidden will suddenly be seen. People will think it happened overnight, but you will know God protected it for years. They will see the success, but not the soil. They will see the elevation, but not the tears. They will see the breakthrough, but not the battles you prayed through in silence. God will reveal the final product while hiding the process that built it. This is why you must not despise the secret place. It is not a place of stagnation, but a place of divine insurance. It is where God hides your future from danger. It is where God shields your promise from premature exposure. It is where God keeps your breakthrough out of reach from spiritual attack. The secret place is a fortress. It is where blessings grow under the watchful eyes of the Almighty. Your breakthrough is not delayed. It is being protected. Your blessing is not denied. It is being fortified. Your elevation is not forgotten. It is being prepared with care. And when God finally says, now, what emerges will be too powerful for anyone to block, too strong for any attack to shake, and too established for any storm to uproot. God is not just preparing your blessing, He is protecting it. And when the time comes, what was hidden will shine with undeniable glory, revealing that God was guarding you every step of the way. What God has prepared for you in silence is far greater than anything you have imagined. And when the time comes for Him to reveal it, the manifestation will be sudden, undeniable, and overwhelming. The blessing that has been forming quietly behind the curtain of your life will eventually step into the spotlight with such force that it will change the atmosphere around you. What was concealed will be revealed, what was delayed will be delivered, and what was hidden will be highlighted by the hand of God. There are seasons when it feels like nothing is moving, nothing is shifting, nothing is breaking open. But in the spiritual realm, God has been crafting something extraordinary. He has been shaping details, orchestrating connections, and aligning circumstances in ways beyond your understanding. When the moment of manifestation arrives, everything will make sense. Every tear, every prayer, every wait, every delay will suddenly be seen as part of the divine strategy. The blessing that God reveals publicly will be too specific to be mistaken for coincidence. It will not be something generic or accidental. It will be tailored to your story, your pain, your needs, your capacity, and your destiny. God does not release blessings that lack purpose. When He reveals what He has been working on, it will connect deeply with the places you once struggled. It will heal wounds you thought you would carry forever. It will answer questions you prayed about for years. It will show you that the hidden season was never wasted, but was working for your good. The moment God decides to unveil His preparation, the transformation will be so swift that it will leave you astonished. Doors that remain shut for years will open effortlessly. People who never noticed you will suddenly recognize your value. Opportunities you thought were beyond your reach will suddenly come searching for you. This sudden manifestation will not be something you have to manipulate or force. You will not have to push your way into rooms or fight for recognition. The blessing that God reveals will carry a supernatural ease. Grace will go before you. Favor will surround you. Divine timing will lift you. There are things you struggle to achieve in your own strength, but when God brings the blessing out of the secret place, it will happen with a holy acceleration. What took others 10 years will take you 1 year. What should have been difficult will become simple. What seemed impossible will become reality. When God reveals what He has been preparing. He removes all human effort and replaces it with divine momentum. People around you will notice the change. They will see something new on your life, an authority, a confidence, a glow, a supernatural shift. They will see doors opening for you, opportunities unfolding for you, blessings surrounding you. But they will not understand the cost of the hidden season. They will not know the nights you cried, the battles you fought, the sacrifices you made, or the faith you held on to when everything looked hopeless. What God reveals publicly will be the harvest of seeds you planted in silence. Those who watch your elevation will see the fruit, but not the roots. They will admire the breakthrough, but will never understand the private battles that birthed it. When God brings a blessing from the secret place into the open, nobody, not even your enemies, will be able to deny His hand. Even those who doubted you, criticized you, or underestimated you will have to acknowledge that something divine is taking place. The blessing will be too powerful, too precise, too sudden, and too miraculous to explain logically. God reveals certain blessings publicly, not to glorify you, but to glorify Himself through your life. When He brings the blessing out of hiding, it becomes a testimony that draws others to faith. Your story becomes a light. Your breakthrough becomes evidence. Your transformation becomes a message. The unveiling season is also a season of restoration. God does not just reveal blessings. He restores everything the hidden season cost you. The strength you lost, the peace you sacrificed, the relationships you mourned, the opportunities you missed, God restores them in greater measure. He brings beauty out of ashes and double honor for every shame-filled moment. When the blessing comes, it will not only elevate your life, but heal the parts of you that were wounded along the way. During the revelation season, you will also understand why God kept you hidden. If He had revealed you earlier, you might have attracted the wrong people, the wrong environments, or the wrong battles. If He had blessed you before you were mature, the blessing could have become a burden. But when God reveals what He prepared in silence, you will be ready spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and even relationally. You will no longer sabotage the blessing due to insecurity or lack of preparation. You will have the wisdom to handle it, the humility to steward it, and the discernment to protect it. When God moves you from hiddenness to visibility, He also enlarges your territory. The blessing not only changes you, it expands what you can influence. Suddenly you have more voice, more impact, more reach, and more responsibility. The secret place prepared you for the weight of what is coming. What God reveals publicly will require strength, vision, integrity, and resilience, and He has already shaped those qualities in you during the quiet seasons. And when the blessing finally comes into the open, your gratitude will deepen. You will look back and say, "Now I understand why God made me wait. Now I see why He hid me. Now I appreciate the silence. Now I recognize the purpose in every delay." The unveiling of the blessing will not just bring joy, it will bring revelation. You will see God's fingerprints all over your journey. You will realize He never abandoned you, but was working every detail for your good. So do not be discouraged by what you cannot see. Do not fear the silence. Do not doubt the secret place. God is preparing something magnificent, something customized, something powerful. And when He reveals it, it will not come slowly. It will come suddenly. It will not come partially. It will come fully. It will not come quietly. It will come with glory. Everything hidden will be revealed at the appointed moment. And that moment is approaching faster than you think. What God has been preparing in the secret place will manifest in your life with a power that will transform everything around you. Get ready for sudden elevation, unexpected favor, miraculous breakthroughs, and undeniable blessings. The season of hiddenness is ending, and the season of revelation is beginning. What God prepared in silence is about to be seen in glory.